You could be missing out on opportunities potentially without having it.
Definitely. And the more memorable experience you can give to the customer that they're going to remember you. Um, Best advice at a farmer's market to make it memorable for them is to get to know them. If they have a kid, say hi to the kid. Most people don't do that. Say hi to the kid. Say, do you eat microgreens? If you talk to the kid, the parents are going to remember you for sure. If they have a pet with them. Oh, hey, what's your pet's
Yeah.
name? Stuff like that. Become memorable to them, because we have people still come to our tent and be like, hey, here's our cat. Da, da, da. Oh, yeah, I remember him. You may not remember the name from the next week, but they're going to tell you the name again because you've already been introduced to them. You've already talked to that cat. And so they're going to introduce you to that. Or the dog. Sometimes people come to our tent with this dog and they don't even buy, but if nobody's at the tent and you have somebody come up with a dog and you're talking to that person, it makes you look like you're busy. More people will come up. So don't be afraid of talking to people that don't buy from you at the markets, because that adds customer experience too, because they're like, ooh, that place is busy. That tent's busy. I want to go check out what they got going on. So even
Yeah.
if nobody's buying from you that you're talking to at that time, it's okay to talk to them. And soon somebody comes up, be like, oh, let me get this person. Just move over. They're going to understand. They know they're not buying. They're going to know you're going to need to move on and talk to them. Sometimes we have people stand there for 5 minutes while we're talking to people, and then they start the conversation back up again. Hey, it's somebody at the tent, you don't look empty.
Yep.
So that customer experience can foster, people being there and everything else. But talk to the kids, talk to the pets, talk to them, find information out about them, and remember that. It may take you a couple of times, but remember that, and that's going to bring them back to your tent more and more often. I know you haven't done a lot of farmers markets, but when you did at your house, I'm sure you did that kind of thing as well, Andy, right?
Yeah, I mean, we did farmers markets for 2 years, so we're not
Oh,
like
okay.
totally, but
Well,
yeah,
it's
I
been a
mean,
while.
I would tell you the cheapest marketing tool you can buy is a thing of dog treats. I mean, we literally have a small bowl of dog
Yeah,
treats we keep at our table. Every single human being that walks by that has a dog, "Hey, does your dog want a treat?" Who's gonna
yep.
turn that down? Nobody. So
Not the
at
dog.
minimum, you're getting them to come to the table and yeah, exactly. The dog's all over it. And the best part is every time those dogs come through, they remember where those treats are. So they're
Yep.
pulling their owner right over to your table, and it gives you one more opportunity to talk to them about microgreens and hopefully make a sale. I mean, we've turned a lot of dog owners into buyers, as a result of them coming over. Because I mean, it's generous. You're there, you're handing out free dog treats essentially to people, and they remember that. And a lot of
Oh yeah.
dog owners, I mean, we love our dogs.
Yep.
They just, I mean, it's like family. It's like their kids. So
Yeah.
ultimately, if you treat their kids or their dogs well, they're going to come back and remember that.
Yep.
But yeah, we're actually getting back into farmers markets this year. This is the only
Okay.
year we haven't done them,
Okay.
just because it was well, I guess 2023 technically, because it was so crazy. But yeah, now we're actually going to be set up in the city where the farmers market is, so it just makes more sense for us to be there.
Yeah.
But yeah, works out good.
Nice.
But even
Nice.
a funny thing is, real quick, I mean,
Okay.
they had another microgreens grower apply to be in that market, and the deadline was for the applications was the first of this month, and I completely forgot about it. So they actually called me and they're like, "Hey, you're interested?" I was like, "Oh yeah, totally forgot." So they took me over this guy, even though,
Nice.
yeah, but it's because of who we are, and it's because the
Yep.
people at the market know who we are. So it's like we had established that we're the microgreen grower in this
Yep.
area, and they wanted us over. And frankly, these guys were out of the state anyway. The
Yeah.
other people, so it would have been kind of messed up to take somebody from out of state when you got somebody literally in that city. But yeah, so
Awesome.
that's the kind of reputation, if you will, you can kind of proceed yourself with.
Awesome.
So definitely comes in handy.
That's good. I didn't know you were getting back into farmers market this year, so that's awesome to hear, Andy. I love
Yeah.
farmers market. If I'm not doing them, we get so big that I have to have somebody else do them. I will always be doing farmers markets. I just think it's a great place to connect with your people, your customers, and everything else. So,
Yeah.
and both
Knowing
me
we
and
were going
Andy,
to be moving, that was the main reason why we
yeah,
didn't do it. We just
yeah,
knew it
yeah,
was going to be insane trying to get into a new space. So that's why we just were like, let's just take one thing off our plate for this year.
makes
But
sense. Makes
definitely looking
sense.
forward to getting back to it.